Welcome to Conflict News 24. Three news stories for you. First one is from Kosovo, Serbia tensions in northern Kosovo. People have blocked streets. Ethnic Serbs are in majority there. NATO troops deployed there. An attack on a NATO convoy also happened yesterday. Reported tensions remain. What is happening there? Secondly, Europe, EU is going to spend more on its defense capabilities. Joseph Borrell, EU's political and security affairs head, spoke a few hours ago about the need for EU to improve its defense capabilities. What does it mean? And thirdly, viewers, East Congo conflict, where several armed factions are operating in eastern part of Congo, where two fighters of a Ugandan opposition fighters group have been captured in East Congo. And secondly, M23 fighters are organizing a press conference on Wednesday. International, local media, national media is being invited. Firstly, viewers, Kosovo, Serbia tensions. Kosovo is one of those countries which gained independence. Lately, it was in 2008 that Kosovo announced independence, but there was a bloody war between Kosovo and Serbia in 1998. NATO intervened. Kosovo was split, and in 2008, Kosovo announced independence. Serbia does not recognize Kosovo as an independent country. And in Kosovo, majority is Albanian ethnic group. Around 90% of Kosovo residents are ethnic Albanians. Around 6% are Serbs. These Serbs live mostly in a northern part of Kosovo, which shares border with Serbia. And this is the area, northern Kosovo, where we have seen tensions in the past as well. NATO's peacekeepers are deployed to this northern part of Kosovo. Around 4,000 NATO troops are deployed here. Kosovo police was deployed here to Serbia protested. Serbia wants to deploy its police in northern Kosovo. Mainly NATO troops are in charge here. What happened is that on Saturday, a police officer was arrested by police, former police officer in northern Kosovo. And that led to start of protests. Ethnic Serbs living in Kosovo, they blocked roads. And then clashes erupted between ethnic Serb groups and Kosovo police. Ethnic Serb groups and some NATO contingents too. Reportedly, a stun grenade was thrown at a NATO convoy in northern Kosovo. So tensions there. The police officer was arrested because he was one of several police officers who resigned a month ago when ethnic Serbs protested against Kosovo government's decision to issue plates for vehicles by Kosovo government. So Serbs in northern Kosovo refused to recognize the Kosovo government issued vehicle plates. That led to tensions, and some police officers, they resigned. There was intervention by EU and things were resolved, but the police officers resigned, and one of those who resigned was arrested on Saturday. That led to start of this new escalation. Now, this is day 2, and main roads are still blocked. Two border crossing in northern Kosovo between Kosovo and Serbia are blocked. Serbia is mobilizing its forces to a Kosovo border, and some Serbian military convoys have been seen moving in Tutin, which is a Serbian city around 20 kilometers away from Kosovo's border. NATO troops are in Kosovo, northern Kosovo. They are in a position to control the situation. But tensions still remain. Alexander Vucic Serbian president a few hours ago held a meeting, emergency meeting of National Security Council. He asked the Serbs in Kosovo to remain calm. At the same time, he called upon NATO troops in northern Kosovo that there should not be a party. And Serbia has been demanding that its police should be allowed to be deployed to northern Kosovo, but NATO troops did not agree to this Serbian proposal. Tensions there, viewers. Now, Kosovo's government wants NATO troops to remove these barricades, which have been set up by ethnic Serbs in northern Kosovo. And Serbian government wants NATO troops that NATO must not take any action against ethnic Serbs in northern Kosovo. Let's hope that this confrontation, this escalation does not turn into Kosovo versus Serbia. So far, conflict is in northern Kosovo. Serbia is not directly involved, but things could escalate. The two sides are issuing statements which indicate that situation could not be de-escalated since yesterday. Second news story is from Europe. First one was from Europe too. EU has recognized that it must spend more on its defense capabilities. So this is another consequence of Russia-Ukraine conflict, which is leading to changes across the world. Food prices going up, energy prices going up. Now Europe wants to spend more on its security. Joseph Borrell, EU's head of political and security affairs, spoke a few hours ago. He said that Russia-Ukraine war is a wake-up call for EU. EU must improve its defense capabilities. EU is supporting Ukraine. This we know that EU countries, they are sending all types of weapons, financial assistance to Ukraine, US as well. EU is suffering as well in terms of consequences of this war. But now it seems that EU will focus on developing a joint defensive strategy in case of Russian expansion, Russian military adventures into Europe. And NATO countries, which are part of, which are from Europe, they spend 2% of their revenue on defense. But in 2021, this number rose to 6%. Joseph Borrell believes that EU should spend more on its defense capabilities. So at a critical time when world economies are facing recession in some cases, Europe is planning to spend more on defense capabilities. Germany, people say, is already in recession. Britain edging closer to recession. Other countries of Europe suffering too. So if EU decides to enhance its defense capabilities by spending more on military, it will have its repercussions on the economy as a whole, too, on the people too who are suffering. This Russia-Ukraine war, if this war goes on, it means that it will lead to serious repercussions for Europe. Lastly, we have Eastern Congo, which shares border with Burundi, Rwanda and Uganda, where several armed factions, more than 100 armed factions, Congolese factions, but some Rwandan, Burundian and Ugandan opposition fighters groups are also operating. And we know that M23 fighters, the main opposition group of Congolese opposition, has announced to withdraw its troops from areas under its control. Ceasefire is largely holding there. And on Wednesday, M23 fighters will hold an important press conference. Invitations are being sent to Willy Ngoma, Military spokesperson of M23 fighters confirmed a few minutes ago that on Wednesday at 11 a.m. local time, M23 will hold a press briefing. Local, national, international media is being requested to cover this press briefing. So far, M23 has not withdrawn from the areas under its control, though a few days ago, M23 fighters issued a statement saying that they were ready to withdraw from under their control. But withdrawal has not started so far. Let's see what happens on Wednesday. Meanwhile, some Ugandan opposition fighters have been arrested in East Congo. In East Congo, ADF is operating, which is a Ugandan fighters group, Allied Democratic Forces. Ugandan government, in collaboration with Congolese military FARDC, is trying to hunt down these Ugandan opposition fighters of ADF. Two have been arrested, reportedly confirmed by FARDC and UPDF. The two were arrested in Kasindi Babbo axis. This area is situated to the west of Rwanda-Congo border, inside Congo. Uganda is trying to contain opposition fighters operating in Congo, ADF fighters. Rwanda is trying to contain FDLR, opposition Rwandan fighters operating in Congo. Burundi is also trying to contain Red Tabara, Burundian fighters operating in Congo. And meanwhile, Congo's military is trying to contain M23 fighters, other fighters groups which are Congolese opposition fighters groups in East Congo. Thank you for watching.